Welcome to Uzbekistan. 23 years ago, on the 2nd of March 1992, Uzbekistan joined the United Nations. We have been collaborating with the country, helping it with its development needs mainly in 4 areas: economic prosperity, social maintenance, environmental protection, and governance. This is what we have achieved so far. Placing people at the center, we played a critical role in promoting accountability and openness of the government and better access to justice, developed the first budget code, and prompted the solution of particular problems concerning environmental protection, all of them coupled with our aspiration to achieve gender equality in all areas of life. Following the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, we have placed a strong emphasis on the most vulnerable children, girls, children from low-income families, children with disabilities, children living with HIV, children involved in the justice system, and those living in orphanages. We have assisted the government in improving the quality of education and its accessibility, to protect natural and cultural heritage, to support the development of a communication sphere in Uzbekistan, and to promote universal values which lead to positive changes. We have worked to make every individual count, broadening opportunities for women and youth so they can lead a healthy reproductive life, and help the government to use data about the population to anticipate tomorrow's challenges. We have played a critical role in advocating for people's well-being and health through accessing quality services and the various levels of the health system. We have also united as a big and strong team, working to prevent HIV and AIDS with a guiding principle: no one should be left behind, encouraging the country's efforts to prevent, treat, support and care for people with HIV. We have been helping the government to develop responses and empower communities through education, health services and legal support, and provided assistance to smuggled migrants and victims of trafficking in a caring and nurturing environment. We have supported the government and civil society organizations in designing and implementing innovative approaches aimed at achieving gender equality, development and peace, coupled with our aspiration to ensure women's empowerment in all areas of life. We have encouraged interaction based on volunteerism and supported social innovations to develop new ways of addressing problems such as fighting tuberculosis and other respiratory diseases through the work with local volunteers in Karakal, Pakistan. As an independent, specialized agency of the UN system, the World Bank is closely collaborating with the UN country team. The bank's work in the country covers such areas as improving people's livelihoods, supporting the modernization of the country's social sector and infrastructure, as well as knowledge and experience sharing. In the last years, we've grown together as one UN. As a system, we have introduced broad-ranging dialogue on MDGs and on human rights issues. On MDGs, this has revealed the gaps and opened new avenues for programming. Following the country's acceptance of 115 recommendations from the second cycle of the Universal Periodic Review, we substantially supported the development of the National Action Plan to implement the recommendations. Using the convening function of the United Nations and in close cooperation with the Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights, this was done by facilitating the engagement of the international community with a broad platform of national partners. This did not only improve the quality of the action plan, but also introduced the modality of constructive engagement into the human rights dialogue. As a result, cooperation on UPR follow-up is an integral part of the UNDAF for the next 5 years in the country. We are the UN in Uzbekistan.